There's a 50-pound bag sitting on a shelf at your local farm and feed store right now. It costs less than a large pizza. And it's not marketed for lawns at all. It's sold as rabbit food. But here's the thing nobody tells you. This exact same bag is what turned a struggling front yard in Council Bluffs, Iowa, into the greenest lawn on the block, in under 3 weeks. No fertilizer company wants you to know this exists, because if everyone found out, an entire aisle of overpriced lawn products would go out of business overnight. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to ask for, how much to use, and why this trick works better than half the stuff sold specifically for lawns. Hey, welcome back. If you're new here, I talk about the cheap, old-school ways to get a lawn that makes your neighbors ask what you're doing differently. No gimmicks, no $40 bags of mystery granules, just real stuff that actually works. Today we're talking about alfalfa pellets. Yes, the rabbit food. I'll be straight with you. When I first heard about this, I thought it sounded like one of those internet myths that gets passed around Facebook groups. But once I dug into the science behind it, and once I tried it myself, I understood why old-timers have sworn by this for decades. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which product to grab, how to apply it without making a mess, when the best time of year is, and one mistake that can actually stall your results if you're not careful. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what usually happens. You go to the big box store. You grab a bag with a green lawn on the front. You spread it. 2 weeks later, your grass looks fine. Maybe a little greener. But it's not the deep, thick, almost fake-looking green you see on golf courses and in those satisfying lawn care videos. Here's why. Most synthetic fertilizers are basically a quick shot of nitrogen. Your grass gulps it down, turns green fast, and then you're right back where you started a few weeks later. It's like feeding someone candy instead of an actual meal. You get a burst of energy and then a crash. What your lawn actually needs is something that works from the roots up, something that feeds the soil, not just the blades. And that's where this changes. There's a compound inside alfalfa that most people have never even heard of. It's not a fertilizer nutrient at all. It's a plant growth hormone. And when researchers at agricultural universities started studying it, they found something that honestly surprised even them. The compound is called triacontanol. It's a natural fatty alcohol found in alfalfa, and it acts like a growth stimulant for plants. Studies out of agricultural extension programs have shown that even in tiny concentrations, triacontanol can boost root development, increase chlorophyll production, and speed up how quickly a plant recovers from stress. Think about what that means for your lawn. Faster root growth means your grass can pull more water and nutrients out of the soil on its own. More chlorophyll means a deeper, richer green color. And faster stress recovery means your lawn bounces back quicker after a scorching July heat wave or after your kids have been running football drills on it all weekend. Alfalfa also brings nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to the table. The same 3 nutrients you'd find on any fertilizer bag. Except here, they're released slowly as the pellets break down, instead of dumping everything on your lawn all at once. So you're not just greening up the grass, you're actually improving the soil underneath it. And that's the part almost nobody talks about. Let me tell you about a guy named Russell Doyle. Russell lives outside Lincoln, Nebraska, and back in 2019 he had what he called the sad patch. A section of his backyard that never filled in no matter what he did. He tried 3 different fertilizer brands. Nothing worked. One afternoon, his neighbor, an older farmer named a few doors down, mentioned something almost as a joke. He said, "Why don't you throw some rabbit feed on it?" Russell laughed it off at first, but he was desperate enough to try anything. He picked up a 50-pound bag of plain alfalfa pellets from his local farm store for around $8, spread it over the sad patch, watered it in, and within about 2.5 weeks, that section of lawn had filled in thicker than the rest of the yard. Now here's where it gets interesting. Russell made one small mistake early on that almost undid the whole thing. And it's the exact same mistake I see people make constantly. We'll get to that in a minute, because it matters more than you'd think. First, let's talk about what you're looking for on the shelf. You want plain alfalfa pellets, sometimes labeled as rabbit feed or alfalfa meal. The key word here is plain. Some rabbit feed blends have added minerals, salt, or molasses mixed in, and you want to avoid those for lawn use. Read the ingredient label. If alfalfa is the only ingredient listed, you're good to go. You'll typically find this in the animal feed section of farm stores like Tractor Supply, or at a local co-op if you've got one nearby. A 50-pound bag usually runs somewhere between $5 and $15 depending on your region, which is wild when you consider what specialty lawn products cost for the same coverage area. Trust me on this one. This is one of those rare cases where the cheapest option on the shelf happens to be the best one for the job. Now let's get into application, because this is where Russell's mistake comes in. For a standard suburban lawn, you're looking at roughly 15 to 20 pounds of alfalfa pellets per 1,000 square feet. You can spread it using a regular broadcast or drop spreader, the same kind you'd use for grass seed or fertilizer. Here's Russell's mistake. He spread the pellets on a bone-dry lawn during a stretch of hot weather and didn't water it in right away. The pellets sat there, and because alfalfa pellets are compressed, they can actually mold if they sit wet and clumped without breaking down properly, or they can just sit there doing nothing if there's no moisture to activate them. The fix is simple. Apply the pellets, then water them in immediately, either with a sprinkler or right after a rain is expected. You want enough moisture for the pellets to start softening and breaking apart within a day or two. Once they break down, they start releasing nitrogen and that triacontanol compound directly into the soil where your grass roots can use it. Timing matters too. Late spring, right as your lawn is coming out of dormancy, is one of the best windows. Early fall works great as well, especially if you're in a cool season grass region like the Midwest or Northeast, since that's when your grass is naturally putting energy into root development anyway. But there's one more thing people get wrong, and it's not about the lawn at all. It's about the smell. And if you don't know this ahead of time, it can genuinely surprise you. Alfalfa pellets have an earthy, hay-like smell when they're dry, and that smell gets stronger once they're wet and starting to break down. It's not unpleasant exactly, but it is noticeable for the first day or two after application. If you've got close neighbors, just give them a heads up so nobody thinks something died in your yard. The other thing worth knowing, because alfalfa is, after all, food. It can attract deer, rabbits, and sometimes squirrels, especially if you live somewhere rural or on the edge of a wooded area. A homeowner named Denise Marlowe, out near Asheville, North Carolina, told me she had a small herd of deer wandering onto her front lawn the first time she used it. For most suburban yards, this isn't a big deal, but it's worth knowing if you border woods or open fields. You don't need to throw out your current lawn care routine to use this. Alfalfa pellets work great alongside things you might already be doing, like mowing at the right height or overseeding thin patches in the fall. A good approach is to apply alfalfa pellets about once every 4 to 6 weeks during your grass's active growing season. For most of the country, that means spring through early summer, then again in early fall once temperatures start cooling down. You want to avoid heavy applications during the peak heat of summer, since that's when cool season grasses are naturally stressed and slow growing anyway, and pushing extra growth during dormancy-like stress periods isn't ideal. Extension research from agricultural programs at places like Iowa State and Penn State has looked at alfalfa meal specifically for its slow-release nitrogen properties, and the consistent finding is that it improves soil microbial activity over time. That's a fancy way of saying it feeds the tiny organisms in your soil that break down organic matter and make nutrients available to your grass roots. A healthier microbial environment means your lawn becomes more self-sufficient, needing less intervention from you as the seasons go on. There's actually one more use for alfalfa pellets that has nothing to do with your lawn's color or thickness. It has to do with something almost every homeowner deals with at some point, and it might be the most underrated benefit of the entire trick. Alfalfa pellets can actually help your lawn recover faster from stress events. Think about a brutal August heat wave, a section of grass that got scorched from a leaky garden hose, or bare patches left behind after a summer barbecue with 20 people standing in the same spot all afternoon. Because triacontanol speeds up cellular recovery in plants, lawns treated with alfalfa pellets tend to bounce back from these stress events noticeably faster than untreated grass. This is exactly why old-school farmers used to spread leftover livestock feed on thin patches near barns and fence lines, long before anyone was calling it a lawn care hack. They weren't doing it for aesthetics. They were doing it because it worked, and it was sitting right there in the barn. So let's bring this together. Alfalfa pellets, the same stuff sold as rabbit feed at your local farm store, contain a natural growth compound called triacontanol, along with slow-release nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Applied at around 15 to 20 pounds per 1,000 square feet, watered in right away, during late spring or early fall, this cheap $5 to $15 bag can genuinely outperform fertilizers costing 3 or 4 times as much. Just remember to water it in quickly to avoid mold. Give your neighbors a heads up about the smell, and keep an eye out if you live near wooded areas where deer might come investigate. Do this consistently every 4 to 6 weeks during the growing season, and you'll start noticing thicker, greener, more resilient grass within just a few weeks. If this saved you some money, or if you're planning your next trip to the farm store already, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more homeowners who are tired of overpaying for lawn products that don't work as well as this $5 bag does. If you're new here, subscribe, because I've got a lot more of these old-school, budget-friendly tricks coming your way. And drop a comment down below letting me know if you've ever tried alfalfa pellets or if you're about to give it a shot for the first time. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.